All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Gonna run through the review really quick because the interweb is having technical difficulties, so it's all good. So we're gonna run through this. I'm gonna go kind of quick. If you need anything or need me to pause it, or need me to slow down, pause it, and I can slow down for you. We can watch it half speed on YouTube. So walking through this multiplying, I want to factor everything, so I can add a 3 here, so that's an r plus 7. Down here, what factors to 56 add to give you 15? So that's going to be an 8 and a 7. So really quick, write your excluded values, get in that habit. So x cannot equal -8 or -7. Do that before you cancel. So now I can cancel stuff. So I got a +7, 3. So r minus 8 over r plus 8. That's my answer. Now, remember, we cannot cancel the r's because of the plus and the minus signs. So make sure we are being patient. So same thing, multiplying. So I want to factor everything. So what factors to 6 add to give you 13? 6 and 6. 9 and 4, there we go. So n minus 9 and n minus 4, bam, bam. My excluded values, just the denominators, so n cannot equal 4. Just write that down somewhere. Now let's start canceling, so those cancel. So I just got an n minus 9 up top and an 8 on bottom. All right, let's jump down here. Also down at the bottom, you got your answers here. The answers aren't going to write the excluded values, so I just want to make sure you're in that habit. So division, we're going to keep change flip. So 1 over n plus 5, change, flip it. I should have left space. Oh well. Then let's factor. So what factors 35 subtract to give you 2, 7, and 5. So n minus 7 and n plus 5. Those cancel. So excluded values, n cannot equal -5. What cancels? That cancels. So all I have is an n minus 7 over 7. So what's nice here is you can pause this. They're back and forth, so you can pause it and do this division problem and then come back. So keep, or you can factor now, it doesn't matter. So keep the first one, change, flip it. That should be a 1. So the only reason I would factor this now is to get my excluded values. Other than that, I can see I have the same polynomial up top and bottom. So x minus 7 and x plus 3. X minus 7 and x plus 3, they are the same thing. So x cannot equal -7, it cannot equal +7 or -3. Now let's cancel what we can. I got a -7 and a +3. So all I get is a 7 up top and an x plus 7 on the bottom. All right. Addition. So now we got to get a common denominator. So common denominator here, I'm just looking at the bottoms, nothing factors. I can cancel these out. If you watch this, those cancel. This reduces to a 3 over 1. Okay, so that's going to help us out because now my common denominator is just going to be x minus 3. Excluded values, that's why you always want to factor in the beginning or simplify each fraction. X cannot equal 0 because I crossed it out, and +3. So now all I need here is this side just needs the x minus 3. So I have 3 times x minus 3 over here plus 4x minus 1 all over x minus 3. Nice and simple. So let's distribute this. So I got a 3x minus 9. So up top, 3x minus 4x is -1. X, so -1x or just -x. And then -9 plus -1 is -10. And I got over x minus 3. And once again, you can go down here, you can check these, and you're good. So this one didn't simplify. did I mess up? Oh, that's where I messed up. It's a positive 3, so just being careful. That's my fault. 3x plus 4x is 7x. It happens. And we're good. All right. Let's come over here. Same thing. Can I simplify anything? Nope. So my common denominator here is going to be r minus 3 times r plus 1. Excluded values, r cannot equal 3 or negative 1. So this one needs the r plus 1. This one needs the r minus 3. So what I have is 4 times r plus 1. It's a plus in the middle. 3r times r minus 3 over your common denominator. All right, so when I distribute this, I have a 4r plus 4 plus 3r squared minus 9. So 3r squared plus 4r minus 5 over r minus 3 and r minus 1, or plus 1. So if I look at this, are there any factors of 15 that subtract to give you 4? Nope, so that doesn't factor, so I am done. So remember, with addition, you got to get that common denominator. Now, subtraction's the same thing, except for, well, this is still addition. So I can take out a 2 and an n, so that's going to leave me at n minus 5. So my common denominator here is such, so 2n times n minus 5. Excluded values, you got n cannot equal 0 or 5. Remember, you set each part equal to 0 and solve, and then say it's not equal to that answer. So this one needs an n. This one also needs the n minus 5. And you can see how now they're the same. So 2n squared minus 10n, so you're good to go. So I got a 5n times n minus 5 plus n plus 4 over 2n times n minus 5. So when I distribute this, 5n squared minus 25n. So my answer here is 5n squared minus 24n plus 4 over 2n times n minus 5. What factors of 20 add to give you 24? Nothing, so we are good to go. All right, let's look at a couple subtractions. Can I factor anything out? I could take a 3 out of this, so 5, I just wrote ends. 5x minus 2. So that tells me my common denominator. Sorry for the bell. So x cannot equal 0 or 2/5. We're just writing that on the side. So I got the 6x by multiplying the 2x times the 3, because my lowest common multiple between 3 and 2 is 6. And then I still have the x on the outside and the 5x minus 2 on the inside. So this one needs a 3. 5x minus 2, this one just needs the 2x. So this one gets kind of nasty. So 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Minus x plus 2 times 2x all over 6x, 5x minus 2. So when I distribute all this, I got a 45x minus 18 minus, this is going to give me a 2x squared plus 4x. I did not simplify those yet because I have this minus that I want to distribute. So up top, I have a 45x minus 18. Now I have a minus 2x squared and a minus 4x. So my answer here, when I combine like terms, is minus 2x squared plus 45 minus 4 is a plus 41x, and then a minus 18. And you're good to go. So take your time with those, make sure you're multiplying out correctly, and you're set. That does not factor anyway. All right, last one here. I can take out a 3, so 4n plus 1. Always factor what you can, because that's going to help me here with my common denominator. It's just going to be 3n times 4n plus 1. Helps you see that 3 on the outside so you don't have a 12. N cannot equal 0 or negative 1/4. Get into that habit. So this one just needs an n. This one needs the 4n plus 1. So up top, I have a 5n minus 5 times 4n plus 1 all over a 3n times a 4n plus 1. So if I distribute that, that's a negative 20n minus 5. So I got a negative 15n minus 5 over 3n times 4n plus 1. Now, on the top, I can factor out a 5, but 5 and 3 aren't going to reduce, so I'm just going to leave it because nothing's going to simplify. So those are your basic operations. You got your 1 through 9, looking at that. You got your answers down here. You can double check them all. Crazy answers, but I think we are good to go. Now let's run through the second page. So the first one, let's solve. Remember to stretch for our extraneous solutions. So I need my common denominator. Here is going to be 2x. So x cannot equal 0. So this one needs a 2, this one needs a 2, this one needs an x. Cool? So once you get a common denominator, remember we just drop it. So 2 times 3x minus 6 minus 1 times 2 is 2 equals 1 times x, which is x. And let's solve. So 6x minus 12 minus 2 equals x. So minus 6x minus 6x. So negative 14 equals negative 5x. So x equals 14 over 5. And we're good to go. Should be right. Come on, work. We are good to go. All right, let's factor this. So I can take out an x, and that's an x plus 3. X plus 3. Once I factor it, cross it out. So that's going to be my common denominator. So that means my excluded values, x cannot equal 0 or negative 3. So this one's good, this one's good. This needs the x plus 3. So what I got here is 1 is equal to 2 plus 3 times x plus 3. Distribute. So that's 3x plus 9. So 1 is equal to 3x plus 11. So minus 11. 10 is equal to 3x. So x is equal to 10 thirds. Cool? So state the excluded values. All we got to do here is set the denominator not equal to 0. And solve for x. So 10x cannot equal negative 50. So x cannot equal negative 5. These are simple. So here I can take out a 10 and an n, so that's going to leave me with a 3n minus 7. So n cannot equal 0, and n cannot equal 7 thirds. That's a bad 3. But I'm setting each part equal to 0 after it's factored. We've been doing this throughout the whole page. So don't worry about the top. So b cannot equal negative 3. Straightforward, straight and easy. 10 minus m is equal to 0. This one can get confusing, but not really. So 10 cannot equal m. All right. So look at the last 4. We're simplifying. So we're going to factor everything. So the top's got a negative m squared, so I'm going to pull out a negative 1. So minus 2m minus 8, putting it in order. And then here I can go ahead and factor. So I can take out a 7 and an m. So it's going to leave me with an m minus 4. This right here, what factors of 8 subtract to give me 2? So m minus 4 and m plus 2. Negative 1. Remember, once you factor it, cross it off. Let's see what cancels. We've got m minus 4s. So negative 1 times m plus 2 over 7m. You can distribute that negative 1 however you want to. But remember that m squared has to be positive in order to factor it. All right, let's factor everything here. So what factors of 20 add to give you 9? 4 and 5. I'm not going to state the excluded values, or I guess I can, but p plus 5 and p plus 2. Boom, boom. So p plus 4 over p plus 2. Remember, p cannot equal negative 5 and negative 2. I'll come back over this one. M cannot equal 0 or 4. Just keep getting in that habit. All right, last 2. I can take out a 6. I can take out a p. I'll just factor it above it. That's going to be the p plus 5. What factors of 50 subtract to give me 5? That's 10 and 5, so p plus 10 and p minus 5. So once again, p cannot equal negative 10 or 5. Write that down somewhere. You can cross out the p. No, you can't. Plus 10 minus 5. That's a plus, so nothing cancels. So you just start with your answer. So your original answer is correct, but you can leave it factored if you want to show you did something. Make sure I didn't make any mistakes on that one. That one's strange. Nope, it's factored. We're good to go. Good. I didn't think so. All right, last one. Let's see what we got. So I can take out a 4r up top. It's going to leave me with a 3r plus 1. I can take out a 4r on bottom. It's going to leave me with a 2r plus 1. So r cannot equal 0 or negative 1/2. Those cancel. And that's your answers. All right, so I hope this helps. I know it's fast. I was trying to do it since the internet was not being nice to me today. But anyway, take your time working through this. Your test is on Thursday, the 19th. So make sure that gets done. After that, hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving break, and I will talk to you all soon.